If you're looking for an academic approach to healing, you can click off straight away because I will be talking straight with you right now from my own experience, and hopefully you will gain something out of that. No scripting, no extra hook, no super hook, just pure truth. So if that's what you're looking for, stay with me on this one. Listen, I have been on that healing journey for last 5 years. Since COVID time, since I've got divorced from a narcissistic relationship, since my mom passed away, I really dive in deep to figure out what the heck is going on with me on an emotional level, on a physical level, and this journey has been going on for last 5 years. Throughout this time, I've tried it all. You name it, I've done it, okay? Almost everything. Meditation, journaling, Reiki. I'm a certificate Reiki healer myself, so crystal healing, tarot stuff, all this kind of holistic, non-holistic, new age, old age modality. I've really done them all, including all this affirmation and mindfulness stuff. And I'm a big person on this one. It's really, really helpful when it's season for that. Because let me tell you that I'm speaking with you right now not from a place of a person who healed and know it all and wants to lecture you here and tell you how life's work because I figure it out all. No, I'm freaking far away from that, especially today. So I feel like just going with the flow, not scripting, and just telling you honestly what's sitting on my heart might be what you really need to hear, because maybe this is the exact place where you're feeling you are being yourself right now. And you know, when I embarked on that healing journey, I really was very motivated. I really wanted to help myself to feel better, to look better, to understand myself. And once I've dived into that a rabbit hole, because honestly, healing is like a never-ending story. It's like your life, you constantly improving. But as more I start to figure out, get to know, and more things actually started to make sense for me, with that also more things started to be unraveled, revealed, and not necessarily comfortable stuff and not things which I always understood. And this was my main reason for embarking on that healing journey, to gain more clarity, to understand why I'm attracting narcissists in my life, why I'm suffering bulimia for 22 years, why I keep going through this depression waves. They are just coming out of nowhere. There is really no major reason for me to be super sad or constantly feel emotional or crying, and yet there was always something to unravel. And you know, let me just catch my thought, but seriously, in the moments of just feeling low, when your energy is on low, physical, emotional, mental, you feel like you simply don't want to do nothing. But this whole healing thing, it's all about doing one step in front of another. Not that I figured it out all seriously, and how many times I've been frustrated that things are not being reciprocated in regards to how much I'm giving out of myself to just make things better, to feel better, for my external environment to reflect what I am thinking, because I'm a strong believer on 10 commandments. In either you are a religious or not. I'm not a religious person, I'm a person of faith. Unconditional faith is something which you have to practice every single day, just like patience, just like consistency, just like setting boundaries. Those are all empowering things for you, but you have to practice them daily. And this is what I've been trying to follow through. But seriously, in days like today, and there is no particular, honestly, reason for me to feel like crap. I feel like I just want to freaking just leave it all and don't do nothing and don't give a damn. And honest, to be even more honest with you, I even want to go back to my old self, to the old things which were numbing me and not allowing this uncomfortable feeling of being to arise. So I won't be naming those things because they were healthy for me. Not all of them, they were necessarily just uplifting and high vibe. But did they numb me? Yes. Did they help me to cope with the emotions at that point? Yes. And my brain is constantly trying to push me back there. And as more I'm aware of certain patterns, as easier is for me to control them. But healing, it's like that constant push and pull. Honestly, as much trivial or trivial it can sound, like really what doesn't kill you, it's going to make you stronger, that's for sure. But I'm also learning with the whole healing journey to be really gentle with myself. I'm sure you heard it many times. If this is the video you still keep watching up to this moment, you probably watch a million other videos when they told you just be gentle with yourself. And I'm also sick and tired of scripting this thing, be gentle with yourself, because as much you try to be gentle with yourself and nice with yourself, you also get frustrated with yourself that you do not get, you're just simply not being reciprocated, right? When it comes to effort you're putting out there is a mental effort, physical effort, how much you're learning, how much you're giving out of yourself. And I'm trying still to figure out why it's happening to a person who's so self-aware, who've done every single day for the last 5 years healing job, healing work. I've been really working on myself, not that only most of my life. I'm trying to figure out what is this different sound, but I just see that I actually just burn one of my decorations I created for this setup. All right, maybe this is a sign. Burn, baby, burn. Obviously, this is not a place for that candle. So let me know what you think about this setup and where I should put that candle and if it should be even here. Oh my gosh, but I'm telling you, friend, healing is hard. And I'm such a determined person and so always feeling like motivated. I'm a Leo, 13th of August, lucky 13. And there are days in my life where I just still don't want to wake up, don't want to push through. I can watch a million motivational videos. I know my shit. I know what I have to do next day. I know the true purpose of what I'm doing. I feel like I already know my calling, and to generalize it big time, calling for each and every one of us is to serve, to be of service. But be on service in a way where it aligns with your true self, with what you love to do, with what you feel in your element. But sometimes even these stuff cannot just come out of you. And I think this is the whole healing journey. I think when you heal, sometimes you just want to be understood, you want to be supported, and you want to be hugged, you want to be loved. When you're missing those things on that journey of self-discovery and of really getting closer to your highest potential and discovering that inner love and inner divinity, maybe that's something, now when I'm talking to you about that, maybe that's something what is actually pointing on places where, the places where we're looking, wrong places. We're looking for those things in the wrong places. I have to keep looking for them within me, and I've been struggling with that self-love, self-respect, for unconditional love, I would even say, for most of my life. And that's that inner work with your inner child where you're trying just to feel fulfilled. So I'm asking myself that question: what do I need right now to feel better? Is it food? Because if yes, I can tell that I recognize that food has been my soother for a very long time. So this is probably a system which is protecting me from, which is numbing me. So I don't want to go for food because, okay, to give you the best example, why healing can be difficult is that we just had an Easter and there was a lot of good food on the table, and I'm someone who was addicted to sugar for over 20 years, have been struggling with disordered eating, binging and purging for over 20 years. And for me, I know my demons, I know what works, what doesn't, and it's just so hard to control that in a moment of, sometimes of celebration, but sometimes of weakness. So like this morning I woke up and I just feel like I don't want to do nothing. I had this pressure of certain things to do to make my business work, to connect with you, to feel fulfilled, to just follow through with that purpose and that inner calling. But how you can follow through with that inner calling, how you can be creative if you just feel off. And then I'm asking myself, okay, why I feel off? What is the real reason for that? And sometimes you can't see it. You don't see the clarity. Nothing is really coming up. It's just probably so multifaceted, multi-layered that it's just hard to get to the heart of that true issue, which will, what will help you to push through. I will keep preaching it that it's okay to take 5 steps forward and 3 steps backwards, because I've been there so many times within the last 5 years, but it doesn't change the fact it's not always going to make you feel great when you feel like you did something, you achieve some sort of success in your own mind. So you've done those 5 steps forward, but then you're reversing back to the old you, to the old patterns. For a lot of us, I believe the biggest enemy is our own mind, because we've been programmed for our life to behave certain way, to think certain way. And when you finally start shifting things with that whole healing journey, a lot of things will just start bubbling up, coming to the surface. Many times, actually all the time, it's never comfortable. You just have to face it. I came across this metaphor in one of the YouTube videos that you have to be like a bison. That animal, bison, when they're chasing their goal, which is for everybody, basically the goal is to survive, right? To stay alive. But we want not only to survive, we want to thrive. So let's say the bison, not only to survive, but to thrive, he needs to look for food and for water. To look for it on the deserts where they usually live, they coming across obstacle called a sandstorm. And they do not run away from that sandstorm. They actually, with this whole, when bison needs food or water, they're just going through that sandstorm. As much uncomfortable and might feel as much uncertain, because they can't really see through the sandstorm, right? And I feel like healing is the same way. You can't see through the healing, but you know you have to go through it, face it, face that challenge, face that unknown, face that uncomfortable, to find yourself on the other side, where the food is, where the water is. You just have to trust, just like bisons trust the process. They know that once the sandstorm is gone, there is a light on the other side. There will be a green grass, there will be water to, you know, to water their soul and their mind and body. And I feel like that water for our mind, body and soul, it's always on the other side of the obstacle. But again, when it comes to, when you feel like you're getting hit from all the directions, despite you doing all the good things, following those 10 commandments, which I mentioned previously. Because listen, religion is one thing, but I cannot even explain it to you right now in proper English, because this is my second language. But I hope you will understand that the core values of those 10 commandments are the true universal values which we all should follow, right? I won't even be counting those 10 commandments. Do your homework, check yourself. So for me, my moral, so I believe if you have such a strong, good moral core, which is universal, which will work with every other human being, is the true statement of just going through life with true honesty, with not only being honest to yourself, but being honest to others. And when you feel like you're giving 110% out of yourself, following those 10 universal truths to follow or rules to follow, and yet you are getting back just the breadcrumbs. You feel like, F it, I don't want to do it anymore. But maybe this is part of the healing. So to be honest with you, I hope something resonated. I hope you feel me, because I just needed to take it out there and speak to anyone. If you're there on the other side, please drop a comment. I would love to hear from you, if you feel me, if you understand where I'm coming from. But the main takeaway I would give is this: just freaking trust the process and just go with the flow, because that's all you have. Control what you can control, leave the uncontrollable uncontrolled, leave it to God, universe, you name it, higher power. But that's what we left. This is what we left with. Just trust the process. If you're doing the work, it means it has to come back to you. This is the law of giving and receiving, right? We know it's working. It doesn't always work on our watch. I like to say it always works on God's watch. And when His watch is clicking, it's clicking and it's ticking. And you can hear His alarm very loud and clear. But when it's coming, you don't know. So just keep going, my friend. Give me some word of encouragement if you feel like you have anything to give me, because I need it. I've also left some free resources for you in the description below. Maybe there is something which will resonate with you, so feel free to go for it and download it. I'm more than happy to hear comments from you below, because really I'm in that space, no space. And maybe I just need to hear something from you. That would be great. Have a great one, my friend, and hopefully see you on the next one.